I found the Holy Grail in trading. How many times have we thought of this? Can this be true? Well, Holy Grail is a solution to all our problems. And the point is that too often we get the illusion that it is just around the corner. And normally that around the corner is outside our path, the path that we have taken. So we abandon the way we are going through and we jump on another street. And this is normally a mistake. I don't mean the other technique is worse than what we are doing, of course. Maybe it's even better, it's much better maybe, but jumping without getting to a conclusion with what we started is not only in trading a way to fail generally. And I can tell you the Holy Grail, where we think that today there is something new, marvelous, it's very hard to imagine it exists really. It's just when you go on a diet, I need it, you don't probably, but the point is that you desire to lose weight very fast. Next week I have to go to that event, I have to be in shape. I have to just to lose 40 pounds. You understand that it's a bit hard to imagine to do that in a week. But if somebody promises you that they found the new pills coming from Tibet and where the monks were blah blah blah, all these things, you try to believe, you want to believe that you found this Holy Grail in diet, and you go for it. You just take it, and I doubt you will get to the target. But okay, this is what we do. We look for an illusion. We look for something that creates what we dream in our imagination. In trading, this is obviously the case. And we might think, and not only beginners, also skilled traders. Myself, sometimes I think, is this possible? They think that there is some technique. If you look at a chart in trading, you see there are some waves, and you really start thinking that it would have been possible somehow to ride all the waves up and down, making money out of all of them. And you might think that there could be a technique to do so. Somebody who is better than Andrea Unger, and he found the technique and he knows how to predict the next wave. You really desire that. And you think that in the end it's not that hard, probably you can, or you can find some equation, a Fourier transform, whatever. Unfortunately, nobody found that so far, and I doubt that will ever be possible in the future. But don't believe that some new technique will get solutions that we never found yesterday. New techniques can be interesting, but techniques must cope with your mindset. They must fit you as a human being, and then the results will probably be more or less the same if you apply them correctly. There is not a better technique where you make more money depending on and if it comes with more money, it also comes with more risk. Don't forget that in everything you do in trading, but also in life, there is risk. If you have a possibility to make money, there is somewhere risk, and you have to look for that risk before you go onto a new path. For example, in crypto, the Terra Luna stuff, there was a good environment where you could just put your money into the pools, you were making money. You were getting money, and you could imagine that you could just put in place structures where you had roughly no risk, because you can hedge left, right, blah, 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 blah. What happened? The whole system blew up. It's like when you put money in the bank and you get a very good reward from the bank, and then the bank itself collapses. The bank goes bankruptcy. You lose your money. Same thing here. There is that kind of risk. If there is no risk, there is some other kind of risk. And that the risk was that the whole system collapses. That was the risk. That risk was something far from what we imagine normally, and so many people didn't consider it, and they were then kept inside this trap. Same thing for everything. Where there is opportunity, there is risk. And we have to identify the risk, to measure it, to see how it can harm us, to decide whether we can go for it, but also we have to put in place a method to control the worst case scenario. What happens if everything goes, okay, this, how can I do something to avoid this is going to kill me? ABC, okay, I put ABC in place. If we don't do this, our destiny is to fail, because we have first of all to think that there is risk, and if we only think about opportunity, we risk to be blind in front of what we find. And blindness in trading is extremely, extremely dangerous. I listened to an ad on YouTube where some trader said, oh, I found out this new market. I didn't even know that this market would exist, but I found it thanks to Mr. X. And in this market, I get this opportunity, and I couldn't believe that I could make this sort of money. Okay, new markets might exist, might offer great opportunities, but again, there is no opportunity with risk. So maybe you find a good market, maybe you find the best place in the world, But if you make money there, believe me, you are also in risk there. Measure the risk first. There is no, unfortunately, holy grail in trading. Only risk control and a good evaluation of the markets and of the methods to trade the markets can lead you forward in trading. I wish I could find something, but normally the key is to decide what method you want to use and to stick with it from start to end. Sometimes I think, okay, this method will lead me there in 2 years. 2 years, such a long time. It's not a long time. Because if you look at it now, and you see, I have 2 years to go, oh, this is long, I will be old. But when you get there, you look back, 2 years already passed. Oh, that was short, that was fine. Look where I am. So the point is that we get discouraged sometimes from the very start to go for a journey, and we drop it too early just because we think it's too long. But when we look at it from the arrival point, we notice that it wasn't that long. It was even challenging, interesting, thrilling, but not long. So we have to teach ourselves to stick to what we do. Because if we jump off a train that departed at every stop, we jump on another train, we will hardly get to any destination. Whereas the destination is our goal to become profitable traders, maybe to trade for a living. If we really want to achieve that, we have to choose a method and stick to the method. Choose method must be done carefully, of course, because the method must be good, but we have to stick to it. If we stick to it and we commit to that and we also work hard to make it work, we will certainly get some kind of results sooner or later. And those results will be the right tool in your hands to go ahead, go further. If you jump off too early and you start something new, you waste twice the time. The time you dedicate into the first object and the time that you are going to dedicate to the second one. So we have really to learn to stick to what we do. This is the only key to success. There is no holy grail out there distracting you from your path, because if it were, everybody would be there. There is no secret out here. You have just to stick to what you do it properly, and you will get results if it is a good idea, of course. But don't think there will be a holy grail catching you on the path. If something catches you on your path, just an illusion. And illusions are not for profitable traders. That's it, guys. Hope it helps. Ciao from Unger.